everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I thought I would do a mini review, and that is of the new mascara from Huda Beauty, and this is the Legit Lashes mascara. I don't do reviews like this of just standalone products on my channel very often. I tend to just kind of amalgamate my reviews of different products into numerous videos, but because I did actually end up ordering this product on the day it released and got it delivered to me the next day, I've had enough time to be able to test it that I thought I might do a quick review video for a change. This product did release on the 20th of May, so this mascara does retail for £24, and I've been testing it every day for the past week, which, okay, it's not a thorough review, but I think it's enough to let you know my opinions on it and whether I do like it or not. I will obviously continue to test it and will no doubt mention it in a future video of a more detailed review. But after using it every day for a week, I think I do have a pretty good grasp on my thoughts on it. So it does come in this clear-ish plastic box, and it does say on the front, Huda Beauty Legit Lashes, you deserve the best lashes, and we legitimately swear to give you major volume and to always provide dramatic curl and insane length. So quite heavy claims there. And then it does have images on the back of the wand and the before and after. And then actually inside, I've just noticed it here, it says, "So good I cheat on my lashes." So this is in the shade Extreme Black, which I think was the only shade that it was available in. And this is how the packaging itself comes. I think this is definitely one of the most chunky mascara packagings I've ever had in my collection. It is really nice packaging. It's kind of a matte black finish, and then when you look at it end on, it's shaped like a diamond. So on one side we have the Curl and Length mascara, and the other side we have the Volume. I do have this mascara on my lashes now. You may not be able to see it with eyeshadow and everything else, but I did actually take a couple of photos after one of my applications wearing it where I didn't have anything on my lid, so you could just see the mascara. And what I've done in that clip is I have one on each eye, whereas here I have kind of layerings of both of them. From what I've seen on the kind of literature about this product, it is supposed to be one that you can layer, so you can obviously use each side individually or you can layer them on top of each other. I do believe there's a right way to layer them for maximum effect, but I can't remember which way round it is now. So this is something I always do. I always go to open it like that because that's the way I open a mascara wand, but you obviously have to open from the middle because the product is in the end. So this is the Volume side, which has a sort of conical shaped plastic bristle brush, and not the kind of brush you normally see with a Volume mascara. I do like it has the two different types of bristles, slightly more spiky ones at the top and then slightly fuller ones at the bottom. And I do quite like a plastic brush for my mascara. Most of my favourite mascaras do have a plastic brush rather than a bristle brush, whatever the other type of brush is called. And then for the Curl and Length side, I have a curled applicator, which looks very similar to me to the Benefit Roller Lash, which is one of my favourite mascaras. The things I tend to look for in a mascara is curl and length, mainly length, but if a mascara does give me a curl, and that's just a bonus. I don't always go for volumizing mascaras. So I will show you now the photo I took after one coat. I have the Volume on the right side and the Curl and Length on the left side. This is just one coat of each. I don't tend to be a person that likes to layer my mascara. I do just tend to go in with one big coat and I'm done. I don't tend to sort of let it dry and then go in with a second coat and things. So I don't know how much of the layering I will do. When I have been trying it, for most of the days I have worn either one side or the other. There have only been 1 or 2 days where I've layered it, obviously just for review purposes, but I think as a general rule I'm not a massive fan of layering, so using this product going forward I will just use one side or the other. On one of the days where I did go in with multiple coats, which I will show a picture of now, I think this is about sort of 2.5 coats. At that point I didn't feel like I needed to go any more, and the Volume side was starting to clump ever so slightly, which is why I'm not a massive fan of Volume mascaras, because I don't really like clumping. But overall, in my opinion, it is a really great mascara. I personally did think that I would like the Curl and Length more, because I say that is my personal preference. I did actually prefer the Volume side, and I think that is because it did give me more of an effect quicker. I found with the curl and length one, that one did need a couple of coats to give me the effect that I wanted, whereas the volume one, it did give me length initially, and then after a couple more swipes the volume came into it. So that in itself was kind of like a 3-in-1. It didn't curl the lashes as such like the other side did, but it did lift them, and in most cases that for me is enough. As long as I've got a bit of lift and length in my lashes, volume and curl are normally a bonus. But with the volume side of this, I do get all kind of 3 in there. But really neither side is a bad mascara. If they had released either of these as a standalone, which kind of hoping that she might look to do in the future, because I'm sure I'm not going to be alone in having a preference of one side to the other. So hopefully she might get feedback that people do prefer one side to the other, and then they may get released as standalone mascaras. The thing I like about this is when you do tend to get double-ended mascaras, you don't tend to get a full tube of mascara. You do tend to get sort of 4 or 5 mils, whereas both sides of this mascara are 8.5 mil. So you definitely do get a lot of product for your money. I've tried numerous double-ended mascaras in the past and say I've not ended up with that much product. I usually end up with 10 altogether, a sort of maximum of 12 mil, whereas here you've got 17 mil of product overall. So in that respect alone, it is definitely worth the money, and then the product itself is great too. So I will happily use up the rest of this tube. With regards to whether I would repurchase it, I would have to kind of think long and hard about it. I don't tend to overly purchase high-end mascaras anymore. I've just found so many drugstore ones that I love, obviously for a fraction of the price of some of my high-end ones. So with regards to comparing it with other high-end mascaras that I've used, I do have to compare it to 2 Benefit mascaras because they are my favourite high-end. The curl and length side I would compare to the Benefit Roller Lash, and the volume side I would compare to the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. For the curl and length, I do prefer Roller Lash. I feel like that does give me a bit more length than this does, because length is one of the things that I'm looking for. This one doesn't quite cut it. I think if I would never have tried Roller Lash, I would absolutely love this, but because I have got that comparable, I do prefer Roller Lash only ever so slightly. And then comparing this one to Benefit Bad Gal Bang, yes, okay, they are kind of slightly different mascaras in that one is a lengthening mascara, whereas this one is volume. But I'm looking at it more from a price point of a mascara that I like, and I think I do prefer this one to Bad Gal Bang because it does give me the volume as well as the length. I have sort of said that I won't be repurchasing any high-end mascaras for a while unless I get them on sale or something, but if they did release this as a standalone of just the volume side, I would definitely consider purchasing that. I think even if they brought out the sort of halves as individual mascaras and they were a little bit pricier than half price, because obviously half of this should be £12 each, I would possibly pay kind of up to £16 for just this amount in the volume mascara, if that makes any sense. But overall, I've been really happy with this mascara. I am really glad that I did pick it up so I could try it. I have seen quite a few other reviews that have popped up and people are saying that they do love it. So I think at this moment in time, for me, it is worth the hype. With regards to how it wears throughout the course of the day, I don't notice any flaking on it. The only thing is I do get slight smudging if I wear it on my lower lash line, and that is more for the volume side than the curl and length side. Generally, I don't always remember to go in with mascara on my lower lash line, so that's not a deal breaker to me. It is easy enough to remove at the end of the night. It does last throughout the course of the day, and with regards to the little bit of curl that you do get with this side, it does stay lifted throughout the course of the day because it's not that heavy of a formula. So I would recommend this mascara. For me, I think if it had been a solely volumizing mascara, I wouldn't have gone for it, but I'm so glad I did because that ended up being the formula that I love the most. Yeah, my only thing is I do hope that she would possibly bring out individuals of each side in the future for people that may have had a preference on which side they prefer. If anyone else has picked this up and given it a try, I'd be keen to hear your thoughts in the comments below. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.